Hi, and welcome. You're listening to the X22 Report. My name is Dave, and this is episode 1947, and today's date is August 19th, 2019, and the title of the episode is Economic Control, You Have More Than You Know. Now, before I get started, I wanted to talk about investing. The stock market is roaring, now at all-time highs, and people are making money hand over fist. Now is the time to take advantage of the roaring economy, and you can do this by learning to trade with Trade Genius. Trade Genius, over the last 30 days, has netted its traders over 114% gains from spot-on trades. For example, Trade Genius issued a buy signal on GDX at around $29 and a sell signal around $40, which netted traders 38% profit gain. Also, a buy signal here on USAS for a 62% gain. And don't forget about crypto, a buy signal here on BAT for a 14% gain. Incredible. If you've never traded before and you want to take advantage of these types of profits every day in the market, I urge you to sign up for one of many Trade Genius's online educational courses. Perfect for yourself or a gift for a loved one. Take control of your financial future. Discover the lucrative world of trading right now through August for their back-to-school specials. You can save over 50% off their bundled specials. And or use promo code SCHOOL for 40% off all non-bundled items. Check out TradeGeniusAcademy.com. Tell them X22 Report sent you. Let's get into the economic collapse financial news. Now, we knew this time was going to come. We knew that Trump was going to call on the Fed to cut rates. It happened. We also knew that Trump was going to come out and say, we really need stimulus. Now, he's been leading up to this. He's been tweeting out, letting everyone know that the Fed should reintroduce stimulus. Remember, they were tightening before, they were raising rates before, and everything magically reversed. Why? Well, we all know that we're in this economic illusion. This economy that we're in right now is a central bank economy, which was created by the central bankers. This was back in 1913, then we came off the gold standard in 71, and then we were on a full petrodollar system. Everything was based on the oil that was sold in the Middle East. And this system only is going to last 40 to 50 years. And this is why in 2008, they had to push it to the extreme. Cut rates, start stimulus. Not just once, but like 4 times. Maybe some hidden stimulus that we didn't even know about. And the Fed had to save other central banks around the world. Because the system was never meant to last this long. And what's very interesting is throughout the entire Obama presidency, where, unemployment was higher, GDP was lower, the stock market wasn't as high of where it is today, the mainstream media, the central bank, they were telling us there's no recession in sight whatsoever. There is absolutely nothing. Now, since Trump is president, and Trump reversed their plan where they were trying to raise rates to crash the system. That didn't work. They're all out there reporting the same thing, that we're headed towards a recession. With the lowest unemployment we've ever had, with the market the highest we've ever seen, and GDP numbers that are out of this world. Now, why all of a sudden would the mainstream media come out and say, you know something? We predict a recession. No, this is their way to try to control the narrative. Period. The end. That's all this is. Remember, we're not living in an economy that runs on its own. This is a controlled economy. And the mainstream media, the deep state, they don't have the control. This is why they're trying to push the recession narrative through the mainstream media, because this is all they have left. Trump, he has the ability to control the statistical numbers, control the market. This is what they've been doing for a very long time. And yes, Trump will have another rate cut. Yes, Trump will have stimulus. And yes, the entire economic system will make it past the 2020 elections. Remember, people vote with their wallet. If everything falls apart, the economy collapses, they need someone to blame because they lost money. They lost their job. That person does not stand a chance. And the central bank, the deep state, they all know this. The mainstream media, they know this. If the economy is roaring and the stock market keeps going higher and higher and rates keep coming down and GDP numbers and unemployment numbers look fantastic and manufacturers are coming back to the U.S., who controls the economic narrative? Trump and the Patriots. This is what they're trying to stop, but it will not succeed. They're trying to push the fear card. Where else are we seeing this? We're seeing fear out in the Brexit. Operation Fear, which will include almost the entire EU, British media, U.S. political EU allies, such as Nancy Pelosi, Schumer, some of the Republicans, Wall Street multinationals, and many others. They're going to push fear in this no-deal Brexit scenario. And it's going to be weaponized as we get closer and closer to October. And they're going to be doing this via the mainstream media. Now, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, he's going to deliver a message on Brexit to the French President Macron and German Chancellor Angela Merkel. And he's going to explain to them that they're going to be leaving the EU, period. But we already know that they've already planned for Operation Fear. Now, most likely this is how it's all going to play out. Nancy Pelosi, Schumer, and many others, they're going to speak out and tell everyone why it's not a good deal to have a no-deal Brexit. And they're going to say, something to do with Ireland or something like that. And we're already seeing this. Schumer came out against it completely, saying that, and this is with Pelosi, that we cannot have a no-deal Brexit. It's too risky for the Northern Ireland Accord. What else are we going to see? We're going to see the media. They will also engage. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere else. They're going to be pushing down the pro-Brexit content and pushing up the anti-British, pro-EU positions all across the media, the social media sites. Why is this going to happen? Because it will make it look like the Brexit has no support. The people aren't supporting this. See, nobody wants it. This has been pre-planned. Now, Nigel Farage and the Brexit Party, they already have plans to counter all of this. Remember, the majority of the people, they want a Brexit. Why do you think Nigel Farage's party, the Brexit Party, was created so quickly with so many members? Because the people are speaking out. Why do you think Boris Johnson was elected? Because he promised a Brexit. And as we get closer and closer to October, the fear meter is going to be off the charts. You're going to see it all over the place. Now, here in the United States, they're pushing the fear meter with recession. And that's all they're doing. But Trump and the Patriots, they have another plan. And we all knew this. Trump tweeted out the following. Our economy is very strong, despite the horrendous lack of vision by Jay Powell and the Fed. But the Democrats are trying to will the economy to be bad for purposes of the 2020 election. Very selfish. Our dollar is so strong that it is sadly hurting other parts of the world. The Fed rate over a fairly short period of time should be reduced by at least 100 basis points, with perhaps some quantitative easing as well. If that happened, our economy would be even better, and the world economy would be greatly and quickly enhanced, good for everyone. What did Trump just do? He just told the Fed, you're going to lower rates once again, and you're going to start quantitative easing. Now, once again, don't get confused. This is not going to make the economy fantastic. It's not going to be a people's economy. It's keeping the central bank system alive long enough so they can finish their work. If Trump is not reelected in 2020, he cannot finish the work of bringing back the people's economy, which means bringing back manufacturing, businesses, and everything else, and putting us on sound money. And who's trying to stop him? the deep state, the Dems, mainstream media, central bank, Wall Street, they're all trying to stop him. But he knows if he pushes quantitative easing and he lowers rates, he will have this breathing room and he'll be able to use it. And he'll be able to maneuver the economy and transition it into a people's economy. And once Trump is reelected in 2020, this is when he's going to really push the agenda. He can't do it right now. He needs to be reelected. He needs the time to go after the Fed, to bring in this other system which is backed by sound money. Even Jim Jordan, he realizes what they're trying to do. He tweeted out the following: business owners and hardworking Americans tell us every day how great the economy is under President Trump. But now the left is openly wishing for a recession. It's the clearest example yet. Democrats are desperate to stop the president, even if it hurts America. And he's absolutely right. They don't really care about the economy. If it crashes, so be it. It's better for them. This way they can say, look, Trump led this entire system into destruction. Do you really want him to continue? They don't care how many people get hurt as long as he's out. But think about this for a second. Do you think Trump and the Patriots came in knowing that they would have to pump this system up? Of course they did. They knew that this system couldn't last. They knew this system was collapsing. It was collapsing throughout the Obama era. They never thought she was going to lose. They thought they were going to have this event. They thought they were going to explain away why the system collapsed. It wasn't going to be blamed on them. It was going to be blamed on another country. They were going to be the cause of it. And this way, the central bank wasn't hurt. They weren't hurt. And they can explain why there are shortages, why there's a credit freeze and everything else. Now, everything has changed. Everything's been turned around. Now, Trump and the Patriots, they're trying to transition us out of this broken, destructive system into a system that can stand on its own, that doesn't need a central bank to control it. And to do this, well, you need time and you need to set everything up, because before everything was not set up. This is what Trump has been spending the last 2.5, 3 years. He's setting everything up. He'll spend another year setting it up. Once everything's set up in the way he wants it, the next 4 years, this is when the transition will take place. Remember, he doesn't have to worry about re-election. But he's going to show the people of the world there is a better way. The better way is with sound money, currency backed by something like gold, where we're not creating currency and borrowing it from a private Western central bank with interest attached. This new world is going to be completely different than what we've been used to. Remember, we've been educated to believe that debt is good. Having a credit card is fantastic. Having a great credit rating is great. And if you have a bad credit rating, well, you're a bad person. That's all about to change. In a sound money system, you really don't need a credit rating. You really don't need a credit card. You don't need any of this. The only reason all of this was introduced was to offset the destruction of a central bank system. Get ready, get prepared. The economic world is about to change, and it's going to change for the good. Listen, everyone, thanks a lot for listening. Be well, be safe, and especially be prepared. Thanks a lot.